Hi, this is Kshamica MD with KshamicaMD.com. That's KSHAMICAMD.com. I got a question from Tiffany in Sarasota asking me, can you please explain what herbal medicine actually is? Because I'm always talking about herbs and what they can do, but what really is it? So herbal medicine is basically a practice of using plants, parts of plants, the seeds, the berries, the barks, the flowers, any component of a plant to be used to treat or heal a condition for medicinal purposes. Now, this practice has been along way before recorded history. Ancient Chinese and Egyptians used it before 3000 BC. Then you have indigenous cultures like the Native Americans, African culture, who used it as herbal rituals. And then we have systems that develop, like Chinese medicine, or Ayurvedic medicine, which actually uses formulations to treat conditions. So this has been around for a very long time, and now more and more people are beginning to learn about it and start to incorporate it in their current health regimens. The history is basically, it's kind of interesting because when scientists in the 19th century started extracting the herbs to figure out what components work, it's really hard to actually tell what the active component is. You can just tell, okay, this part of this flower works for this, or this works for this. It's hard to kind of identify what exactly does it, but we just know they're helpful. Now, one thing important about herbs is they're not regulated by the FDA so much. So when you get an herbal supplement, you have to check about the quality of the company you're getting it from. Oftentimes what's on the label is not really what's on the product. Herbs can sometimes be formulated with preservatives, additives, fillers, and that could interact with the effectivity of the actual herb that you intended to take. So be sure to check the ingredients and make sure there's nothing extra added. Also, some herbs come from places and they add toxic ingredients like metals. So you have to watch out for that. And it's also important to look out for the brand. Is this a reliable brand? Many companies out there don't actually put what's inside on the bottle. So it's important to do your research when you're looking at herbs. Herbs are not just a cure-all, you can take anything. Another thing to watch out for is the interaction. If you're taking conventional medicines and herbs, oftentimes there's an interaction. People think just because it's natural, I can take it, but that is not true. There have been plenty of studies out there that show herbs interacting with conventional drugs. The best thing to do if you're interested in incorporating herbs into your health plan is to discuss it with a healthcare professional or a doctor, someone that can really look at both and tell you what you're doing. Because even though 80% of people in this country use herbs, very little actually admit it to their physician when they go into their appointment. So do yourself a favor and tell your doctor what you're taking, because at the end of the day, it's going to help you out. So visit KshamicaMD.com, KSHAMICAMD.com. You will find a host of information on herbs, on news articles, on health tips, and you'll find all the information you need on herbs there.